seemed intent on going somewhere very specific with those pillows.
Yes, we're going to sit on the rocks here.
Yeah.
And this is a favourite spot from years ago, so that's, if I looked intent, that's what it was about.
It's a ritual? Is it I mean, you do this regularly? You watch the sunset?
Well, we live very close.
Yes.
It's very occasional. I'm not sure what I'm into here.
This is a program on SBS called Front Up.
Oh, is it? I see. Yes.
We just sort of meet people and ask them what the hell they're doing. They're really nosy.
Yeah. Well, this is one of our favourite spots. We live just about 150 paces from this position.
Yeah.
And for about 10 years, we got into the habit with friends of coming here. And we keep on doing it, although it's mostly for the dry season. And I'm expecting a couple of friends fairly soon. And
would it
my wife's also going to join me.
You said something about it being a significant spot. Does it have some other romantic or other historical association for you?
I suppose it has some association for us in that we had not long moved into this unit back here in 1984, and our elder son was killed on his motorbike. In the weeks that followed his death, mobs of friends used to come, and the unit is very small, and we like hospitality and some wine.
So it's built over here.
And so that yes, the unit was too small sometimes for the people events and the sharing of the wine.
Right.
So we gravitated here. In the dry season, frequently beautiful. The tide's out a bit tonight, of course, but a beautiful sea breeze, soft breeze, and a glorious sunset. So it's so close. We just reckon we'd be mad to not be here often.
And it suggests a very pleasant lifestyle. Do you actually have a pleasant lifestyle here?
Yeah, we reckon we do, and we've been here 17 years because of the lifestyle, I guess. Yes, we've lived in Darwin for 17 years now and thrive in the lifestyle, yes.
How did you find it? How did you come up on it, is what I mean?
Well, I came to take up an appointment with the Uniting Church, and that was the initial move. And a series of appointments have followed, and we've always made new decisions in the context of Darwin and the lifestyle. And
what position do you hold now?
I'm a minister in community and agency chaplain of the Human Services Agency, Somerville Community Services, which is an agency of the Uniting Church. And I work as a senior crisis counsellor and agency chaplain.
Does that, I guess that involves dealing with people's trauma?
It does, yes.
Or traumas?
Yes, a great deal of trauma most of the time. It's a great deal of crisis work is at stake.
What sort of, is it family oriented, domestic violence, or is it more personal and family bereavement kind of work?
Well, all of those things right across. The agency is very committed in its mission statement to those who are most disadvantaged and damaged by our society, in our society and by it. And so certainly the cross-section of my work is wide across the whole human condition.
I know you're getting restless to go.
No, I'm just going to sit here on the...
Okay.
This is the rock.
This is the... Please set up. Don't let us stop you. What's your name?
Peter.
Peter. Andrew.
Yeah. Pleased to meet you, Peter.
No.
Oh, Andrew.
You're
pleased to meet you, Andrew.
Yeah, nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Andrew. Oh no, Peter. What do you do?
How do Irish women have babies?
Why do Irish women have babies?
How do Irish women have
How?
babies? Yeah.
How?
And I thought the Irish were bad.
You like jokes, huh?
Yeah.
You're not Irish, are you?
No, I'm not. Oh, well, I could have a few relatives that come from that side.
From Irishland.
Irishland, yeah.
What do you do?
I'm with Hobart City Circus. Oh, I mean the Hobart City Council.
What do you do in the circus council?
I'm a drivologist.
Are you? As in a murder drivelogist?
Yes. Oh, you're up with it. Yeah.
You point cars.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, I just more or less steer the truck and it does the work.
Oh, that sounds a good job.
Yeah, I've been there for 23 years, so
Right.
no, they've been very, very good.
Tell us a bit about Peter.
Tell us a bit about what would you like to know?
Well, are you married? Are you single?
I am. No, I'm married. Been married for about 20 years.
Yeah? 20 years, it's a long time.
2 children.
Have you had the 20th anniversary?
Yes.
What did you do?
We went to the to the casino and we had a very nice lunch there at the Revolving Restaurant.
Yeah.
I thoroughly recommend it.
Yeah?
It's very, very
That's
nice.
good.
Yeah.
And did you
top stuff.
gamble?
No.
No.
I can't afford it.
Not a gambler.
No, I'm not. No.
And was it nice and romantic, or are you a
It was
romantic sort of guy?
My wife wouldn't reckon I am,
No.
but I think I am.
Where do you originally come from?
I come from Mildura in Victoria. I've been over here since 1973. I've got a sister here, and we used to come over here at Christmas
Yeah.
for the holidays, and I liked it, and I thought, well, it's a nice place to settle. So
And is this where you met your wife?
yes, she's from Norfolk.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about her. What is her name?
Vicky?
Vicky.
Yeah.
How did you meet her?
Through our church.
Which church is that?
I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I've been brought up as one, and so that's how we met. We were married back in 1976.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 children?
2, yeah. We didn't. Well, actually, it's a nice little story in itself. It was about 11 years before the wife fell pregnant, and it was a very big surprise because we were told we wouldn't be able to have any children. So when the first one came along, and 16 months later, another one came along as well. So
Another surprise.
yeah, so we're very fortunate.
And so, but you wanted children, of course.
Oh, of course,
And
yeah.
for 11 years, you were under the impression that you couldn't have
Well,
children.
we were told by the local medical
Really?
fraternity that it was just not our fortune. So when they did come along,
It would have been a big surprise. Do you remember the day that Vicky said she's pregnant? I mean, was she sure?
Oh yeah. Well, she wasn't feeling very well actually, and then I got a phone call from work to say that to go down to one of our friends' places and she'd like to see me, and she said, what's the best thing that you could ever wish to hope for? And I straight away, not being a gambler, but I said, we've won Touch Lotto. And then she said, no. I said, you're not pregnant. And she said, yes. So that was 8 weeks. She went to the doctor and she wasn't too sure, but so it was a very nice surprise.
And did the second one, was the second one also a surprise?
Yeah, it was actually. We came back from holidays, and that was the result of a holiday. About 3 months after she was born, there was it was Felicity. That's the little girl's name, and she, the wife had done everything, fed her and bathed her and changed her and put her down to sleep, and then something came over, and she thought, well, I'd better go in and check her. Just as well she did, because she turned her over in the cradle in the bedroom, and she was going blue.
Oh no.
And so as a result of that, I got another call from work. I was at work at that time, and to say that to go down to the hospital. I was thinking it was our little fella, not thinking it was Felicity. And but what she'd done, she couldn't. There was no one around none of the neighbours or anything, and so she she just put her. She'd been reading. This is what she was saying afterwards. She said, she had been reading a magazine, and it said about when someone loses their breath, and to put the whole mouth over the face, and so that's what she did, and she got her breathing again. So that was fortunate, but they did all these series of tests and found out that she was in the SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. But she stopped breathing she was on the monitor for about another year after that, and she did definitely stop breathing. We had a few little scares, but the monitor, more or less, if we didn't have the monitor, well, goodness knows.
Yeah, that's a nasty shock.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was quite traumatic for that year.
Yeah. And are things okay now?
Oh, you wouldn't. She's as fit as a fiddle. Yeah, you wouldn't know you wouldn't know her. You know, I mean, you wouldn't think that. Yeah, we were one of the fortunate ones, I think.
Yeah. And does Vicky work?
No,
she's
she's a housewife. She doesn't believe in working.
No.
I mean, she's a housewife, but I mean, she doesn't. Yeah.
She doesn't miss it.
No. Well, we own our own house now, so I think we've done pretty well with on the one wage.
What you were saying was that she thinks looking after the children is as important.
Well,
as
no. Well, she's not one of these modern middle-aged. Well, not middle-aged women, but
new age women.
New age women, yeah. No. She believes that the woman's place is in the home.
Yeah. Do you believe that too?
Well, I'm a bit old-fashioned. Yeah, I think, yeah. But I mean, circumstances change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Everyone's different. I think in this climate, I think the more the money's coming in, everyone's got bills to pay and so forth. But I think it's if you just live within your means, I think it's that's one of the keys.
Yeah.
Don't be too greedy.
And what do you work for? What is it that you want to achieve with money?
Well, that's not my
paying the bills.
That's not my main aim in life. I think just to be a decent sort of a citizen and not cause any trouble and spend time with the family and so forth. Yeah.
You can't say you plan to have any more children.
Who knows?
Would you like any more children?
Well, if they came along, but the wife said if I'm going to dob her in. She says, well, if I have any more, she's going to send me to get fixed. So.
Yeah, so you're on notice.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
You don't seem as though you're in a terrible hurry. You could have a little chat to us, couldn't you, Mr. Boston Celtics?
About what?
Well, first of all, are you good drivers? Do you drive?
Yes.
Are you a good driver? Do you consider yourself a good driver?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Ah, dear. Do you drive?
Yes, I do.
Is she a good driver?
No.
Well, we have agreement.
We agree to disagree, yes.
Yeah. Why are you not driving now?
Because we're walking to catch the train so we can go home.
Are you married?
No.
No.
Don't be stupid.
Well, it doesn't show.
No, we're both single, new-aged singles, and we both work in the city.
Do you work together?
No.
No.
You travel together?
Travel together.
You're travelling in life together?
Kind of.
Part-time.
Part-time. Have you known each other long?
Yeah, about 6 years.
That's long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you meet?
Through work.
Through work. Our jobs are connecting, but very similar jobs, so yeah, we work.
Can you tell us what they are?
It's in law enforcement.
Law enforcement?
Yes.
Policeman.
And you met in the line of duty?
Yep.
I suppose that happens to everybody. I mean, that's unavoidable, isn't it? That's how you...
Well, most relationships start either someone you know or through work, yes.
Yeah. Do you regard your jobs as stressful?
Yes. Very stressful.
Why are they stressful? Because of the interaction with other people and...
Just the general interaction plus what we have to put up with a lot.
Yeah. Do you get a glimpse of human nature that
See both sides of
both
life.
sides. Mark catches them and I prosecute them.
What got you into it?
No idea now.
No idea now. Wasn't a sense of justice or a sense of...
No, not really.
Yeah.
Just something I wanted to do and I went out and did it.
Mm-hmm. Since school?
Virtually since school, yeah.
And now you're just stuck in it?
No, I'm there.
And you're enjoying it?
Well, still enjoying it.
Yeah. Could you do it for a long time?
I've done it for 21 years, so I can't complain.
Is there an ambition, a ladder, a climb up the ladder that you pursue?
I'm where I want to be at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
and you?
I'm due for a promotion shortly, so yeah, there's room for advancement in my position, yes. And I can do further studies to improve myself as well. Yeah.
What was it that motivated you into this profession?
I've always wanted something to do with the law enforcement, and the opportunity came up and I took it.
How did you get to be a prosecutor? Is it through law or through the police force?
Well, a bit of both actually. I was formerly with a law enforcement body that we all got put off, and Victorian Police Force took over.
Yeah.
And I got seconded to prosecutions and did a prosecuting course, and I am where I am. And I do enjoy it. I get a lot of satisfaction, and it's a very demanding job. So similar to Mark, so I meet a lot of people and deal with a lot of dignitaries as well, so it's good.
It's also pretty challenging on it's very mentally
on the mind,
yes.
yeah, you have to have the strategy up there.
Yeah.
It's like a game of chess, really. You've got to make sure you make the right move.
What do you do to relax?
Go on picnics, barbecues.
And
just get away from people.
Fish.
Get away from people, yeah.
Mark likes fishing, I love reading.
Yeah. What do you read? Don't tell me detective stories.
Yes.
It's always seemed to me that people in your profession would have fantastic material as basis for novels and movies and stuff like that. Has that ever occurred?
We could write quite a few books.
Several books. Yeah.
Several books. Have lots of sequence.
Yeah.
Actually made a few movies, I think.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing that?
Yes, often. I've always wanted to write a book.
And you will?
Yes, definitely.
Along those lines?
Unfortunately, I think I'm bound by a certain law that I can't write on actual fact, but very similar, yes.
But you could draw on it?
Yes.
But in dealing with an area like this of the human nature, of human condition, does that impinge on your private lives?
No, not really.
Well,
it depends.
I actually got a threatening letter today, so I would have to say yes, it does. You have to be careful. That's why we dress the way we are. You wouldn't think, I bet when you saw us, you didn't know what we did for a job. And
No.
we unpack our suits, and Mark takes off his uniform, and we dress, and we're allowed to flow through the city, and no one will recognise us. So yeah, it's like two worlds and two disguises.
But in our private life, once we're out of the city, no, it's fine.
Just as a glimpse into what happens in this new age relationship. When you get home...
It's a Clayton's relationship.
What happens at home about
We don't
domestic?
live together. We don't live together.
No. So there's no question about who does the cooking, cleaning, washing?
Oh, we take it in turns anyway. If I come over or Anne comes over, we take it in turns.
Yeah.
Share arrangement, that's how it is.
Was it always like this?
Pretty much so. Yeah. I like cooking, so doesn't worry me. I wash the dishes, doesn't worry me.
Yeah. The genuine equal partnership.
Yes. That's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. Yes.
Got him right where I want him.
Unless I want a backhand.
That didn't sound equal. Hello there.
How are you?
We're fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You walking for exercise?
I do walk for exercise, yes.
But
But
is that
at
what
the
you do?
moment, I am on a specific purpose of walking.
Can you tell us what the purpose is?
Yes, to go down to the Vinnie shop there, St Vincent de Paul
Yes.
shop.
Buying or
Yes,
delivering?
looking and buying and
Yeah.
just wandering. And
Do you live around here?
No, I'm from Melbourne, actually, from down in Victoria.
So you're visiting Townsville for a holiday?
A short time. I've been on the road for 6 months, and I have a friend in Townsville, and I've been staying with her for a little while.
You've been on the road, meaning travelling around?
Just travelling, in my car and my tent, and I just took off 6 months ago and decided to take the East Coast and see where it led me.
Where else did the road lead you?
Just some fascinating little places and little miracles that happen along the journey.
Can you tell us a couple of things?
Oh, goodness me. I think if you step out of the way and allow whatever the energy of travel's all about, you find yourself in the right time at the right place for the right experience.
Good
so I've
things?
had lots of little miracles happen along the way. Oh, wonderful things.
Really?
Yeah, just wonderful things. So I'll head up to Cairns and up to Daintree and Cape Trib and have a little go around and know when the time's right to turn for home.
Have you done this before?
Not by myself, so this is a first. And I think probably I'd really like to write a book and encourage other women of my age who find themselves by themselves to get out and do it as well, because it's a wonderful, freeing thing to do.
Was there something that made you do it?
I think the time was right for an inward journey, for a journey of aloneness and reflection and contemplation and all those things. So just stepping out of what had been the normal family home situation, and taking courage in both hands and going for it.
And you know that feel empowered by it.
Look, I think when you do anything like that takes you out beyond yourself, then yes, you do find an inner strength or an inner something. And I think you're helped along the way when you take that step and that courage. Yeah.
And you don't have a plan.
I have no plan whatsoever. And I think if you don't have a plan, then you allow all the possibilities of the journey to unfold. And so I can set off in the morning and I have no idea where I'm going to be that night. So no, I've had no plan of time, of place, or of anything. And that's not easy for people who like to be in control and know where they're going and know when they're going to be there and how long they're going to stay. So it's a journey on many different levels, I guess. Your mind will always stop you from doing these things because it starts to tell you that no, you can't, and what if this happens, and what if that happens, and so usually you don't do it. But if you do it, then there's a massive gift in it for you. Yeah.
If you were able to travel alone like this for so long, does that suggest that you don't have a family?
I have a family back home, yes,
You do.
that have said to me, don't you pick up hitchhikers and don't you camp anywhere where there's nobody else camping. So I was given all this long list of don'ts. But I think I have a faith and trust in the journey that it may be a little bit naive, but I feel that I'm quite well protected in the journey anyhow.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have 3 sons.
And a husband?
He passed over 2 years ago.
Did that have anything to do with this?
I think so.
Not him, but the fact of him passing.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, perhaps it's something that was always deep within our hearts to take off and explore Australia as well.
What has been the most remarkable experience you've had on this trip?
The so-called little coincidences, I guess, of maybe calling in somewhere, starting to set up my camp and then feeling, no, this is not where I'm meant to be. So putting things back and then going a little bit further and exploring a bit more, and all of a sudden the feeling, oh yeah, this is it. And then something will be revealed, like a meeting with someone down south a little bit that was just really, really special that happened. And just all those little things. And you begin to see that there is an energy there that is with you. And I think if you recognise it, work with it, honour it, give thanks for it, then you find yourself that there really are no little coincidences, that things are really planned pretty well for you in this journey of ours.
By whom or what?
By an energy. I call it what you will. The Christian people call it God.
Do you have a name
Other
for it?
people. A universal energy, a cosmic energy.
But it's not strictly speaking a formal God. You know,
I have used the term God
yes.
for it, but then I've looked at Buddhism and I've looked at very many other ways of coming to that energy that is out beyond yourself, you know, that is bigger than you are. So it can be called many things, I guess, by many people.
Personal question, is your husband with you spiritually on this trip? Do you think that he's...
No, I haven't felt that.
No.
That presence. This has been a very alone trip, and I think it's needed to be that, because I think we all have to take an inward journey, which normally we don't like to do, because the silent inward journey can be quite a threat, and it can put you in a space of reflection, contemplation, maybe looking at things that you haven't quite wanted to look at over your life's journey, all those sorts of things.
And have you met people? Do you talk to people on the
Very much so. Oh yeah, I like to sort of form community wherever I am, be it in a camping area, in a national park, or wherever. I think it's quite important to have that contact. But then there are times that I've walked for hours on a beach and there hasn't been a soul around, and they've been very precious. So it's been very diverse. And I've stayed not only in my tent, but I've had backpackers and ashrams and monasteries and Hare Krishna farms. So it's really been a very diverse. If I'd ever imagined before I left that it could have been so diverse, I would never have believed it. Or that the things that have happened could have happened as well.
Do you think it's taught you anything about yourself?
Oh, it's taught me to have more faith and more trust in our journeys, and about myself, yes, that I can do it, you know. What you start out to think, no, this is too big. We limit ourselves by our thoughts, I think. So yes, it can be done.
And you're doing it.
Too right, and it's great.